Hi, I'm EllaAradia and welcome to your July 2025 Psychic Tarot Love Reading. This reading is for my Virgo Earth signs. This is a love reading and it's for those of you who are already connected with someone, even if you're currently in no contact with your person. This will be a very specific message, so it may not resonate for all of you. If it feels right, then it's for you. Otherwise, you may want to check out the readings for your other placements, so Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. And before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do, as it helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And then of course you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Virgo, let's jump in. I'm sensing the energy of heartbreak, Virgo, and emotional sadness, worry, anxiety. And I feel that many of you are dealing with someone right now who is really shut down emotionally, really closed off. And this is someone that you have some history with, because I feel like you have really invested a lot in this person, into the connection, you know, time, energy, you've poured your heart into this. And for some of you, I feel like you've actively been, you know, trying to help your person to, you know, push through those insecurities and open up more to you. Because I feel like you're actually dealing with, you know, someone who is really quite a wounded soul. And they've really brought that baggage and those issues into the connection with you. You know, things from their past that they haven't dealt with. And with your overall energies, we have this Judgment card, which is a card of a life review. It's a call to accountability and taking responsibility, you know, for your life and your experiences. And Judgment is also about learning from the past. So it's a life review, which is a moment of, you know, working out, you know, what needs to be let go of, you know, what do we keep moving forwards, but also moving forwards in that energy of really learning from the experiences in our past. And with your person's view of you, we have the Empress, their feelings, the King of Swords, and their actions, the Hierophant. And when I look at those cards, this is how they see you. And to me, you know, this is a deep bond. You know, it's a significant connection. And I feel like they look up to you in many ways. You know, they see you as somebody, you know, who is in their power. You know, this beautiful feminine energy, caring. And this is what you are offering. Because that's what I feel when I tune into this connection, Virgo. It's, you know, you're offering a healthy, positive love to your person. That's the invitation. And this is where your person is struggling. And they're struggling to embrace that. Because when we open up to something more and something deeper like that, it involves being seen. And it's often a moment where, you know, fears and insecurities can come up. And what you're dealing with with their feelings towards you, I feel like they're trying to think their feelings here. They're trying to process their feelings, you know, in their thoughts. And at the same time, they feel that, you know, there is something significant about this connection. You know, they do see you as a potential, you know, life partner here, you know, because there's a sense of, you know, being kind of kindred souls somehow. You know, it's about a relationship that's built on shared values, which is so important moving forwards. And with your feelings towards your person, we have this 9 of Cups. So there's a little bit of a caution here, because, you know, this is a card of emotional contentment. And if you look at the figure in the card, you know, there's an openness and a closed. And I feel that you, Virgo, at the moment are perhaps a little bit guarded. But to me, that actually feels like something that's healthy, because of course, you know, it's a delicate balance, isn't it, between, you know, keeping healthy boundaries and being completely closed off. So to me, I feel that you're just being a little bit cautious. You're keeping your boundaries up. And that's so important, because the other thing that I'm feeling here is there comes a point, doesn't there, where, you know, you can try and invest and try to help your person to, you know, really open up and embrace the love and meet you, you know, where you need them to meet you. But they have to be willing. They have to be willing to, you know, put that work in. They have to be willing to go within and look at themselves and work on those issues. And with this 9 of Cups, I just feel like it's got to the point where you have to look after yourself in all of this, Virgo, and remember, you know, that you also have needs. Remember what, you know, you truly deserve from a partner. So this feels like something that's healthy to me. Because on your side, I feel like you need to see some real change from your person. I just feel like that this has been manifesting in behaviours from them which might be a little bit toxic as well, which can be quite challenging. And so, yeah, absolutely, you know, you're right to have, you know, those strong boundaries in place here, and really staying in that energy of knowing your worth and your value and what you deserve. And the challenge is the Ace of Swords, and this is all about slicing through illusions to get to the truth. And it's about having that openness perhaps to see things differently, to perhaps look at negative limiting beliefs, you know, that might be, you know, impacting the connection. And that's the challenge with your person right now. That's what they're struggling with. Even though, you know, there are these feelings of love and caring with this Empress here. And what's influencing that is the 5 of Cups. And for me, this just feels that, you know, there is something that, you know, needs to be let go of. And whether that is the connection itself, or it's your person that needs to let go of, you know, these old beliefs, negative emotions, in order to, you know, really move forwards. Because in the picture we have 2 cups which are still standing. And with your advice from the universe, we have the Two of Swords. And this is a significant choice that needs to be made here, Virgo. And it's the kind of choice which can really change the direction of your life, the path of your life. And it might be a choice that perhaps some of you have been avoiding. But the guidance here is to, really tap into your heart here, your intuition, like the water behind the figure in the card. It's about tapping into that inner wisdom, to your intuition, and, that is really where those answers lie. And with your potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands, which is a card of you taking back your power in all of this, Virgo, stepping into your power, reclaiming your power. Because the Queen of Wands moves forward with passion, inspiration. She shines her light. And this is the kind of energy that, when the Queen of Wands walks into a room, everybody notices her presence. I mean, this can be male or female, of course. But this is about reclaiming your power. So Virgo, it feels like there is a choice to be made here. Either there needs to be a real, genuine, authentic change from your person, or perhaps it's time for, this connection to complete itself. So let's get your hidden message from your person. Okay. I can't stop thinking about you. It's time for me to heal now. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I'm afraid to contact you. I left when I saw you with someone. Alright, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. So if this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, and I wish you a great month ahead.